What is going on YouTube? It is Cons Vlogs. We are back with another video today, guys. Today we are going to be talking more about Chevy SS, the 2016 Chevy SS. So I've had a lot of people hit me up and say that they really like these cars, they wish they had one, or they want one. So what I'm going to be talking about today is pretty much everything you need to know going into buying one of those cars. And we're going to get really in depth to stuff like handling, stock suspension, the powertrain stock, and all that good stuff. So stay tuned and let's get into it.
Come on! What do they make these cars for, huh?
The first thing that you need to be aware of if you're driving one of these cars is that every single person who lays eyes on the car is going to say, what is that? And you're going to reply with, it's a Chevy SS. And they're going to say, a Malibu, a Cobalt, is that a BMW? And you're going to say, no, it's just an SS. And then from that point on, half will be like, oh, you mean the Australian cars? And then the other half will say, dude, I don't know what they are. Are they fast? And you're gonna say, no, they're slow because it's a four-door Malibu with this SS badge. So yes, you're gonna have to get used to explaining yourself on what it is. It's basically a four-door Camaro. And the other thing you need to be aware of, when people hear that this car is loud, because they are quite loud from the fact, not as loud as this, but they are loud, everybody's gonna wanna race you. And it's really annoying. I mean, every once in a while, you can show them what's up. I mean, it does have an LS3 in it. It's not slow, but you get raced by a lot of minivans, lots of trucks, especially here in Utah, Subies, pretty much you name it. Anybody who is a car guy at all or wants to show their dominance will try to race you in this car. The other thing you gotta look out for when you buy these cars is they come stock with 415 horsepower, but it's the same LS3 that's out of the C6 Corvettes and the 5th gen Camaros. So the odds of you finding a stock one are kind of rare. I feel like there's not a lot of stock ones around. So if you do plan on racing one, be careful because you might not know what's under the hood. But if you do find one in the stock, it's awesome because you can do like any mod to it pretty much that you want. I mean, you can do an intake, you can cam it, you can boost it, you name it, NOS. That's the best part about LS engines, and I talked about that a little bit in my latest video about my Camaro. If you haven't checked it out, go look at it on my page, go watch it. It's a great video. It's 5 things that I like about my Camaro. And this is pretty much the same thing, except for it has a better interior, which we'll get into next, and it's 4 doors, obviously. But yeah, that is the other thing you've got to know, is that it has an LS3, it makes good power, it makes good torque, and it is highly, highly moddable. The other thing that you need to know about these cars, and I cannot harp on this enough, is that this is the best interior General Motors has ever put in a Chevy. Okay, at me on that, I don't care. It has Alcantara everywhere. The leather steering wheel is fantastic. Paddles feel great. They actually used good, high quality materials for this. I will say, one thing that these cars come stock with that everybody hates is a lot, and I mean a lot of chrome everywhere. While you're driving, the light will actually reflect off some of the chrome pieces and get in your eye. It happens all the time. It's super annoying. All of this shiny black that's in here right now was originally chrome. It's really annoying. It's like that on the exterior too. But that's one thing you need to be aware of, is that there's a lot of chrome on these cars. But other than that, the interior for the price point is pretty much untouchable. I mean, to get an interior with this kind of quality, you're gonna have to buy a Cadillac or something. That's the only thing that really compares to it. It's got SS logos stitched on the seats, I mean on the dashboard. It's sick, okay? And I think part of that is because these were originally Australian cars. They were made by Holden, and over there the interiors are even better. But I'm glad to see that in America, General Motors actually put a good interior inside of a Chevy that wasn't a C7 Corvette. All right, and then the other thing you need to know is that when you buy these cars, if you're expecting it to get good gas mileage, you're an idiot. It's a 6.2 liter V8. Okay, it's not gonna get good gas mileage. So if you want that, go get an economy car. If you're looking at buying one of these cars, I really hope you don't want gas mileage, because it's not gonna happen. Okay, good luck finding a naturally aspirated V8 with 400 plus horsepower that gets good gas mileage. Let me know if somebody finds one. They don't exist. So be aware of that before you buy it, but that kind of goes in with the whole like being able to afford it type of thing. The other thing you must be aware of is that when you take this thing to car meets and whatnot, because obviously we take ours out quite a bit, take it to car shows, car meets, the holy community here in Utah is actually super great, but you need to be aware that when you pull up, you're gonna turn a lot of heads. Everybody's gonna come over, okay, and ask what's on your car, why is it so loud? They're gonna ask the classic question, is this an SS? And you're gonna say, I don't know, look at the badges. I mean, you ever seen a Malibu look like this or sound like this? Because I haven't. Obviously it's an SS, but they're gonna be looking at their friends' Camaros and they're gonna turn their heads and come walk over right here, okay? They're gonna come right here and they're gonna stare at the SS because they don't care about the coupes anymore, okay? This is the worst part about owning a Camaro for me. It's a little sneak peek into my life. Every time I mob with my dad in this car, because this is his car, nobody cares about my Camaro anymore. Okay, everybody wants the 4-door. Everybody thinks that this is, you know, the holy grail of muscle cars, which it is. I like it. It's really cool. But you just need to be aware of that. You're going to get some butthurt Camaro owners like myself who are a little bit jealous of how much attention this thing gets. So you need to be aware of that. It's a dime a dozen. There weren't too many of these things brought over. It's a fantastic car. It'll turn lots of heads. It's a lot of fun to drive. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. But yeah, I would say this is probably one of the best bang for your buck cars you could buy right now on the market, you guys. So if you are interested in getting one, that's pretty much everything you need to know about them. And if you want to know more, ask whoever you're buying it from about it. But that's all I have for you guys. Leave your questions, comments, and concerns down below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, go browse the channel, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys on my next video.